I want to talk to you today about why you need to be including more blatant sales posts in your social media content and how you can do that without feeling like a completely pushy, spammy salesperson. Let me guess, you're somebody that works really hard to grow your presence on social media. You share lots of value, you let people see who you are, you concentrate on being visible and all these other things. But you run a mile when it comes to thinking about a direct sales post because you hate that idea of being pushy or spammy or salesy. And you sit firmly in the belief that if you offer lots of value and you make it really clear what you do, that when people are interested enough that they will approach you. But the truth is that just doesn't happen. Not these days. In the olden days, probably 20 years ago, people would have a vague interest in what you do and then they would get in touch to find out more. But buying habits these days have changed significantly. And people only want to get in touch with you when they've already made a really firm decision or they're very close to that decision and they just want to clarify that in their own minds. So what you really need to do with the sales posts is help people move from that place of thinking about it or getting around to it to feeling positive and inspired enough to get in touch and arrange that conversation. If you think about yourself, when you are toying with buying something or working with somebody, it's really easy to spend a year or more getting around to it. Think about things that you've considered signing up for, investing in, and that there's something in there that you've probably spent a year, 2 years, 3 years getting around to it. And a lot of that reason is because there isn't quite enough clarity or certainty to inspire you to take action there and then. So that is why you need to be including more sales posts in your content. Now, you can go and talk to any marketer, anybody you see online that talks about online marketing. And the pretty much consensus across the board is 20% of your posts should be sales posts. So 1 in 5 of your posts should be a more blatant sales post than I bet you're probably doing at the moment. And the reason for that is because people will sit and watch and observe and be interested, but they won't be inspired to take action unless they've got absolute clarity. They really want to know the specifics of what you do, the price of what you do, and they want to feel very not certain, but as close to certain as they can be, that you have got a product, a service, an offering that really fits with their needs. And if you don't provide them that degree of certainty around your price and your package and your service, they will just sit in the getting around to it forever. And you will continually put all that work and effort in and wonder why people aren't getting off their arses and getting in touch. So that's why you need to be creating more sales posts, because it's the big difference between talking, being visible, being amazing, offering value, and actually receiving enquiries, leads, conversions, and clients. So that's why. So of course the how is a really tricky question, because I think lots of people think as soon as you talk sales posts, it's going to be pushy, it's going to be in your face, and nobody's going to read it. And I can tell you for one thing, anytime you put a sales post on your social media, it will get a fraction of the engagement of all of your other posts. That is without question. But that does not mean it's not an effective post. Yes, you're not going to get lots of likes and you're not going to get lots of engagement and you won't get a great deal of comments. But what's happening is those people that are interested in working with you will gain a little more clarity and a little more certainty. Now, it doesn't mean that one sales post will inspire them to get in touch. Chances are they're probably going to need to see 3, 4, 5 sales posts from you to really feel that compulsion and that certainty to want to work with you. So what they need from you in a sales post is clarity about what you offer, how much it costs, how to get in touch with you. A sales post can be long or it can be short. You could wrap it up into a client story, a success story. What I would say though is too many people try to hide or bury a sales post in a value adding post. So it's just a little afterthought. It's practically a PS. Oh, if this sounds interesting, get in touch with me. But you know what, 90% of people aren't reading quite that far down and they're not quite seeing that that's the point of the post because they've got so engaged in your story. So your sales post really should be more direct. A sales post really can be quite short. It can be something as simple as, Did you know that one of our services is XYZ? This is what's included, this is how often it happens, this is how much it costs, it's perfect for this kind of person. If that sounds like you, get in touch. A sales post really could be 4, 5, 6 lines. It doesn't have to be massive. It won't get huge engagement, but that's okay. You're just building that certainty and that intrigue to make somebody want to get in touch with you. Yes, those sales posts could be longer. They could be a client story. You might go into a little bit more depth about the specific benefits or a pain point that you solve or something like that. So there's no law about how long it has to be. But what it absolutely must do is clarify your service, confirm your price, and invite somebody to get in touch. You must put that call to action to ask somebody to get in touch with you. And the crucial thing when you've mastered that is repeat, repeat, repeat. Because remember, people need to see these posts from you multiple times to raise that certainty and that inspiration to get in touch. So remember, 1 in 5 of your posts should be a sales post, an obvious post about what you do, what it costs, how somebody should get in touch with you. If you know this is a weak spot for you and you really would like to get better, get in touch with me, paula@tailorit.co.uk, and let me help you get more enquiries and more clients in your business. Happy days.